Good morning. Good morning. I haven't seen some of y'all in so long. I'm very excited for this event. I don't know. This is a weird stream to come back on, I'll be honest. I was gone all last week and now I'm becoming a cordwainer. If you weren't here for my other deep dive / brainworm stream, basically this is a stream where I research a topic, like a thing, a hobby I really want to do. Ohayou gozaimasu. I tried to how would you pronounce that? Gozaimasu. Ohayou gozaimasu. Doesn't quite work, does it? But yeah, so my last one was about anime figures / garage kits, and basically like I went through everything talking about, like, you know, all the tools, where you can get them, how they're made from scratch, like how they're sculpted, how they're painted. The difference between that stream and this stream is that I have absolutely no idea how to make shoes. I have no idea how to make shoes. So for garage kits, I actually already knew all of the information, and then I just was doing a stream talking about it. But this stream, I have no idea how to make shoes. I am genuinely researching this. I tried to do some research on my own. It's hard to find information on shoemaking, actually, which I already knew because I've looked this up. I've, you know, researched this before. But there's actually some more resources this time now, because of quarantine and everything. Actually, a lot more resources came up. A lot more people, a lot more shoemakers making tutorials, and a lot more like companies that came up or became more successful that supply shoemaking supplies for people to make shoes at home. Can't just wrap my shoe in my foot in leather. I wish it was that simple, honestly. So I thought maybe this time my researching might hold more fruit, basically. And I thought, why not do it on stream? Why not do it on stream? Because I don't know, it's more fun that way. So this, actually, my first interest in making shoes is all the way back. I have absolutely no idea what year it was, but I was at Anime Expo, which is an anime convention that's held in Los Angeles, and a very, very, very large anime convention. Like probably one of the, like the second biggest in the world, maybe the third biggest in the world, next to Comic-Con. Oh, drinking Pepsi. And I went to this panel. I have no idea what years. I don't think it was 2011, but I went to this panel of this dude named Danny Chu, and Danny Chu is still around. But really, he was one of the first, like, anime influencers, I guess you could say. That wasn't really a thing, like, when he first started blogging about anime. Like, you know, we don't have, like, VTubers and, like, all kinds of anime YouTube channels and stuff like we do now. So anyways, he used to just, like, blog about Japan or anime. I'm actually not totally sure because his blog has been around for so long. And so I went to his panel to just hear him talk about whatever, I guess. And he mentioned that actually his father was a shoe cordwainer. Like his family business is shoemaking. And he showed off a pair of Blackrock shooter high heels that he had made. Actually, let's see if they're on the internet. Danny Chu Blackrock shooter shoes. Nope, I don't need cordwainer. I guess they're not on the internet anymore. Or at least Google's not finding them. And I was like, oh my god, I what I would not give to make my own pair of anime shoes. And I just got very obsessed with this idea. Wait, is this it? Oh no, this is just him reviewing an anime figure. Ah! But this is his blog. This is the blog I was talking about. Oh, he doesn't, I guess he doesn't do the blog anymore. So nowadays he makes these smart dolls. And it's actually, a lot of the smart doll stuff comes into play with his background in shoemaking because of all the leather work that he does with the dolls. But anyways, that's totally off topic. So anyways, I found out that you could make shoes. People make shoes, I guess. It's a weird revelation to have. I don't know. But there was pictures of him like making the shoe and I was like, oh my God, I would love to do that someday. But like until basically like a week ago, I thought that like the tools and stuff that you needed to make shoes were like totally unattainable. Like you needed all this equipment, because I've seen videos of people making shoes before, like in these like British you know, bespoke shoe, not really factories, but factories, I guess. And it looked like they just had such complex hardware. Like they had special sewing machines, they had special like pieces of iron that they like hammered the leather with and stuff. And I was like, there's no way I'll ever be able to do that. And it really bummed me out. But I found out that's not true. What kind of shoes would I want to make? Oh, that's not, what? I don't know. I think that mostly I would want to make shoes for cosplay. For instance, the last cosplay I did that I needed shoes for, and I obviously didn't really have the shoes for, was Zombieland Saga. And I think I ended up just wearing like regular boots that were like not even close. But, oh, let me tell you about the current shoe options. Most people, when they need shoes for cosplay, or at least this is what I do, is I either go on, okay, this site might be a little goodbye. No! Shop shoes. Fantastic, here, this won't be as bad. Okay, so there's this brand called Pleaser, and obviously they kind of make all kinds of shoes for all kinds of things, but chances are you're gonna be able to find a shoe that is darn close, I mean, you know, good enough for your costume. And that obviously they have this whole brand called Phantasm, which I guess is now their cosplay brand. It used to be more like sexy roleplay kind of thing, but I guess they realized that so many people use them for cosplay, so they just fully made it into a cosplay brand. I mean, this is Chobits right here, but yeah, so in particular, these Go-Go 300s, I have like 3 pairs of these, and those are like the classic. Oh my God, this is straight up a Sailor Moon shoe. Oh, that's so cool. I had no idea that they had made this transition into just like straight up cosplay stuff. Oh, that's so cool. Anyway, so yes, this is you're looking at the current options basically. Unfortunately, pleaser shoes are not super well made, because as you can see, their prices are actually very cheap for this kind of thing. If you were to buy an actual nice pair of these, it'd be 3 times the price at least. So, you know, yes, you can kind of get shoes that are kind of close, but they're just not comfortable at all. So part of the thing I want to do with making my own shoes is I want to be able to make them perfect, like exactly my needs, exactly my size, exactly whatever. And I want to make them the difficult part, I mean, obviously as a person who has no experience making shoes, is making them durable. What that entails, I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, so that's one of my goals. And obviously I can make shoes that are perfect, exact to the costume, which would be fantastic, because part of the important thing about doing cosplay is that you are wearing these shoes, you're up on your feet and out on the convention floor for like 16 hours. If you don't have comfortable shoes on, you're dead. You're not gonna be well. So, yeah. So that's part of the reason I wanted to learn to make my own shoes. So like I said, basically I thought shoemaking was completely unattainable until quite conveniently I saw a video of a fashion designer student who was sponsored by this brand called I Can Make Shoes, which is exactly what it sounds like. They have like classes you can take to learn how to make shoes. I have no idea if they're any good. I haven't watched them. I think they cost money. Actually, let's find out. Let's find out. Okay, so if you click on roll now, they're like, oh, our course is full. But like, surely it's just a video tutorial, right? Am I wrong? Oh. What happens if I click, oh, who? Now, I wonder, do I just pay this flat rate and they not only send me all the materials, but also do like an actual interactive course? Is that how this works? Materials included, yeah. So it's three straight days, London time. Not helpful for me. But wait, or is this a thing that you go in location? Oh, no, this is a thing you do in person. Okay, that's not helpful. Breakdown. Yeah, everything is listed in the pound. I'm gonna drink some Pepis. But unfortunately, I don't live in London, so not helpful. I thought that, okay. Wait, okay, so it is a video. These are video classes. Wait, okay. Surely these are video online. Oh, interesting. Wait, okay, so what's included? This comprehensive online shoemaking course is designed to teach total beginners how to master the art of shoemaking. Master? That seems like a strong word. But I'll mention that part of my hesitancy with just straight up going with this, oh, I see, online master. Okay, workshops are their in-person stuff, and then online masterclass is the online masterclass. So, okay, so you just buy a package, like you apparently like basically become a member, and they give you all this stuff. Plus, it's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Show it to me in a different currency than pounds. I'll just look it up. What? Shut up! I'm not giving you my email. I chose that in my currency. I'm sure it's way too much. Ooh, yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. I just did the conversion. Oh my god, that's a lot of money. I joined free mini course. Maybe I'll look at their mini course. It is way too expensive. Pay in installments. So okay, so in addition to how expensive this brand is, I'm also nervous because based on the video that I saw, this is very, like, this isn't proper shoemaking. This is, let me show you the video. This is the video I watched. Ah! I don't wanna, no man, no ad. So, it is, I mean, she makes a shoe, and the shoe looks good. The issue is that it's not like it doesn't look like a very durable shoe. Actually, you know, I'm curious. I'm gonna go grab a shoe that I own. Okay, no. Winking over. I grabbed a couple pairs of shoes that I own, and I'm just gonna take a look at them and figure out how exactly they're made, because my issue with this I can make shoes thing is that it's all glued. Like it's all like glued together, and it just doesn't seem like a very durable shoe at all. But at the same time, I feel like some of the shoes that I own are kind of the same way, actually. So I have a pair here that's very nice pair of basically they look pretty much exactly like the shoes that she made, by the way, this pair that I'm holding, but they're blue. I wouldn't be able to see its construction without taking out the insole. Let's see if I can flip the insole in a bit of it. Is that, I think that's, oh yeah, it's not leather for the insole. Maybe this is just all glued. Okay, and here's, I have a second pair of shoes here. If I'm just making it for the odd convention, the glue might be fine either way. No, because a convention is, you end up basically walking a marathon, essentially. Probably more than that, honestly. Here's a really cheap pair of shoes that I own. Oh wow, they didn't even... That's rough. Okay, I'm just actually gonna pull the insole out of this one because there's a really cheap pair of shoes. Like, professionally made shoes that I wear, that people wear and I wear to conventions, break because it is so much walking and so much standing constantly. Oh, how interesting. This one that I'm holding, they used like, it's not nails, it's like a hole punch almost to keep the layers together. How weird. Okay, so that was my really cheap pair of shoes, and then this last pair of shoes, the insole is literally coming out and the nail is sticking through. So I can't really even wear these shoes anymore because the nails are like sticking me. If nothing else, I feel like after this I'll be able to fix my shoes. That would be nice. God, this is a cheap pair of shoes. I'm like, did the video just change? Oh, I accidentally hit my arrow key. I'm literally like, I can feel every part of this shoe because it's falling apart so much. That sucks because I really like this pair of shoes. Oh, if I was on all fours, this wouldn't be an issue. If I was scurrying around the artist alley on all fours, this wouldn't be an issue. The issue is that I'm on 2 feet. And a lot of the time, these are heeled shoes, so actually my entire weight is on just the balls of my feet. So ultimately, that's the comfort issue I'm trying to solve. But many times, I have been in the middle of a convention day, my shoe has broken. Me and many other people. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this shoemaking brand is the way to go to at least start off, and maybe I'll stress test it. So I'm definitely not gonna buy their course because I'm pretty sure that buying the supplies is way cheaper than buying the course. Even if I bought every single one of these supplies here, it still wouldn't add up to the course cost. Additionally, and this is something that we need to look into together, but I know that I can do this, I do not have to buy myself any lasts. These are called lasts. And basically what you do in shoemaking is you take leather, which is a very pliable fabric. It stretches and it can form to a shape. And you literally shape the leather over the last, which is in the shape of your foot. So you get a last per shoe size and heel size. So it's like the shape of the shoe, right? So the cool thing is I don't have to buy a last. I don't have to buy a last because I have a 3D printer. So excitingly, I can just print my own shoe last, which is totally a thing. 3D printing shoe last. Cordwaining subreddit. Cordwaining subreddit. We found it. We found it, boys. Okay, hi everybody. Hi everyone, I'm slowly starting to collect the items I need to start my first project, and I'm having a hard time swallowing the price of lasts. I've looked online at Etsy, and while $50 is reasonable, it seems, that's actually not that bad. The shipping and handling is another $80? Wow, okay. Other places in the US, contacted, found a place 3D printing in town, but they say they've done some shoe projects with some flexible material. Oh. About the nails. Oh yeah, because I think, okay, because I remember, yes, there's, if you're properly making shoes, I think the way you have to do it, the way you frequently do it is like, you nail in the soles, like all the way through to the last, and then you take the last out and you like nail the nail tops down so they're like flat. But I also have access to in CNC, so even if I can't 3D print it, I can still CNC it. Oh, I use a 3D printer to make custom lasts for customers. Oh, they use it to make a mold, and then they make resin. Hmm. Why are they? Whoa. Yeah, see, I was thinking about making a solid last. I would make it so usually when you 3D print something, it's mostly air inside, which is definitely not what you could do. What I would do for this, I would definitely make it totally solid. It would probably split. I know so little about shoemaking that I didn't even know that you nail into the last, because like I said, my issue with this brand is you don't have nails at all. You only nail in the heel, or like screw in the heel, but everything else is just glue. So that's why I think that the shoes that you make with I Can Make Shoes are not good enough. The acronym I just said was CNC, and what that is it's a oops, that wasn't even close. Okay, it's a machine that can cut. You basically feed it a 3D model and it cuts it out of wood. Kind of looks like this. Well, this is a little, I've never seen one like this, but what's the typical CNC machine look like? This is a shop. This is what a CNC machine usually looks like. It's like a huge board. You put the piece of wood on top of it, and the drill or whatever is controlled by a computer. CNC means computer numerical control, by the way. And it goes and cuts the object out of the wood. And that object, it only cuts from one side, but it doesn't just like cut. It can like do like 3D things, especially if you flip it over and do the other side too. Yeah, so I could do it out of wood as well. But honestly, I don't know how many shoes I'd make anyway, so even if it splits, would that be so bad? Ah, yes, this is the exact same link that I found a couple days ago. There's some STL files out there that are free to download. Sneaker Vector has some good info on this, and you can buy their STL file for $5. This person says it's only viable with a resin printer, but I have a resin printer. It is not viable with a resin printer because resin printers are The resin is expensive, and it can't do large prints. Okay. Yes, this is the same link that they just linked before. Wait, let's look. Maybe this subreddit will somehow miraculously have a link that will tell me everything I need to know. Ooh. Hello? I'm listening. Uppers. I guess they're called uppers is the top part of the shoe. Everything but the sole. Wow, that's a really nice pair of shoes. Well, kind of misaligned here, but... So yeah, okay, so I know nothing, but what it seems like how shoemaking works, based on that I Can Make Shoes video that I watched, and also just kind of what I've seen from people making shoes, videos of people making shoes, is, so this wooden thing you see here, that's the last. You stretch the leather over the last to form it into the shape. The leather has already been stitched into, I guess it's called the upper, so the whole top part of the shoe. And then you nail in... See, what I don't understand are these nails temporary, or do you nail these nails all the way in? I don't know. How does this work? Lasting tacks. What the heck are lasting tacks? Lasting tacks, as in the last of the shoe, not lasting tacks. Lasting tacks. Lasting tacks. Shoe lasting. Will this come with an explanation? Shoe lasting constructions. Once you have designed your shoe... Oh, this is the same site. This is the same site that has the STL file that I can download. Once you have designed your shoe, you need to decide which shoe lasting type or construction technique is right for your shoe. Okay. This is the part of shoemaking that I was confused about, because there's actually a lot... I mean, it kind of makes sense when I say this, but there's a lot of ways to make shoes. Shoe lasting is the shoemaking operation that sets the final shape of the shoe and holds it in place so the outsole can be permanently attached. The ideal shoe pattern fits the last tightly. The lasting operation will stretch the upper a bit, but not so much as to damage the shoe materials. Shoe lasting types. Shoe lasting type you select will depend on a few factors: the shoe upper material, the required stiffness of the finished shoe, and price. I'm going to review the most common shoe lasting constructions used to make athletic, casual, and dress shoes. These are slip lasting, Strobel lasting, California lasting, combination lasting, and board lasting. Okay. Slip lasting is used to make the most flexible shoes. It is often used to make lightweight running shoes or race shoes. Slip lasting can be called moccasin shoe construction. The shoe's upper materials, usually mesh or polyester, are left long and patterned to meet in the middle of the shoe. Once the shoe sides are joined, the upper will be steam heated and slip lasted, with the shoe being laced up tight. The upper is then cooled so it will tighten before the bottom is attached. So you basically leave a bunch of material on the bottom and then stitch it in the middle? Surely that doesn't work. I'm confused. I guess that's what they do. That's very strange. Okay. I don't understand how that would work. That must be for like really cheap. I'm assuming that must be for really cheap construction. Strobel construction. Strobel, slip, force, or California lasting is the most common shoe construction for casual and athletic shoes. Once the upper is complete, a sock or bottom material is added to close the upper. Okay, this makes more sense to me. This material is non-stretch and is marked so the assembler can keep the upper straight on the last. As before, once the upper is heated and slipped on, it will be cooled to make the material fit tight. A machine assist may be used to make sure the heel is down tight. This shoe construction is used in almost every sports shoe. So yeah, they have like a bottom piece that's in the shape of the bottom, and they just stitch it to that. I need pictures. I need actual pictures because I don't understand where the nails are coming in. Oh, this is helpful. I don't understand any of it. How shoes are made. Here we go. Maybe this is what I need. Oh, it's a book that I have to buy. Are the little lines at the bottom supposed to represent nails? I'm pretty sure these are stitches. Because it keeps talking about it being stitched. Right? Yeah. Wait, did it not actually say that? Did I completely make that up? I feel like it wouldn't make sense in this context though, because like there's no material. Lasting. Lasting is the operation that's pictures. I want pictures. I want real life pictures. See, okay, this is the kind of stuff I saw at that panel that I was like, man, I'm never gonna be able to make shoes. So what it looked like in the other image we saw on Reddit, this one, is they are essentially at this point and then they nailed lasting nails into it. Now what I do not understand is whether those nails stay there or board lasting. Women's fashion shoes are made by board lasting. A delicate touch is required by the lasting machine operator to avoid damaging the uppers. In the lasting process, handmade shoes are almost always board lasted by hand. Board lasting shoe construction is also used to make the classic running shoe. I have not gotten an answer to my question. I know what these are. These grab the leather so you can pull them properly. Lasting pliers. I understand that part. Here we go. Hand lasting. So I think I'm for some reason after seeing these images, I feel somewhat more confident that the nails are there only temporarily. And that you use the pliers, see like this, you use the pliers to pull the leather taut so that over the shoe, and then you nail it in to keep it in place for as long as you need the shoe to stay its shape, and then you probably take them out. See ya, Grolix. Lasting Jordans. Not gonna turn audio on unless I really need it. Shut up. Ah, not another one! What? What? What is this ad? Okay. I didn't even need to hear it. I know he said, "What's up, everybody?" Okay, he's got his last. He's got his sole pattern. He's trimming it to the last. He's cutting out the board. See, his last is filled with all these nail holes. This is exactly what they were talking about when they said that you can't really use a 3D printed one because you're just constantly nailing into it. Now, for me, I am fully willing to 3D print a mold and then pour resin into it. That sounds like something I could do for sure. So that must be the actual board. Here, there's his lasting tax you saw. Here, yeah. What's happening? Gosh. I'm not signed in, by the way, so none of these recommendations apply to me. I want a neon sign. Not of a shoe, but just in general. I really want a neon sign. The fact that he has a Joker and a Deadpool poster really says a lot about him. Okay, he didn't actually last them. Oh, it's just him making the board. I want to see him last. What happens after lasting? Maybe we should look this up. Steps of shoemaking. Ah, here we go. Custom shoemaking process. Okay. Trace feet. Yeah, okay, yeah. Hand cut uppers and soles from pattern pieces. So you cut out the pieces. Sure, that makes sense. Punch, stitch, and assemble uppers. So with leather working, I know a little bit about leather working, really not that much. Ooh, oh boy, that was quite a burp. You can stitch to leather, and obviously that's what this are, but if you want like a really strong connection, you have to punch out the holes and like use like really strong, I don't know if it's called twine, but like a twine. So there's a thing called an awl. And so that's part of the hole punching process, and then they have a little hole punch. So yeah, so they create the uppers, which is the top part of the shoe, everything but the sole. And then, oh, it just says stitch uppers and soles together. That's so unhelpful. Hand sole lacing, once you get the hang of it, is very relaxing, not helpful. Oh, weird. So they stitched the upper to the sole before they last it? That doesn't sound like what anyone else does. Lasting is the process by which shoes are shaped around a wooden form called a last. The last is slipped into the assembled shoe, hence the name slip lasting. Oh, we skipped that one. Oh no, that's the first one that they called. Oh, I see. So, okay, they're applying this method kind of to their own process. So that title. The last is slipped into the assembled shoe and then placed into a warm oven overnight to allow the leather to tighten around the form or cure and take the final shape of the wearer. Once the curing process is complete, we make the heels and taps, trim the soles. Make the heels and taps, trim the soles. Sorry, I was thinking. And wax and burnish the shoe. Waxing and burnishing is just what it gives it its shine and the color and stuff. This what gets me every single time about every time I look up how to make shoes is that shoemaking has a history of 2,000, 3,000 years, 4,000 and thousands of years. So there's so many ways to make a shoe. And then on top of that, this is not the kind of shoe I want to make. I honestly want to make the kinds of shoes that like the I Can Make Shoes brand, you know, here. How to make women's boots. It's a totally different process. Ooh, here we go. Shoemaking, the boot. They've got the last. They're making the pattern. Oh, that's a really smart way of making a pattern, by the way. Okay, they put tape over the last, and they just they could rip off the tape and see all the markings that they made and cut it out the way they want to, and then they have the pattern. So now they're marking the pattern onto pattern making, or that's, I guess, the leather already. And so now they're cutting out the... I'm not sure what that is. Oh no, that is just the pattern. Okay, yeah, that was just the pattern. Wow, they skipped so many steps just now. Okay, they're stitching it in. Although, oh, this is another tool that I see all the time. And it's, I guess, a leather... It's like, it's a sewing machine, but it's specifically made for stitching, like, around curved, like, shoes and stuff. So they're stitching it in. They're cutting off the excess. That was the liner, the excess liner. And what was that? What is that? I assume they already have the last in here. So this is the upper. They already have the last in here, I'm assuming. And it like grabs the shoe. Oh, so they had a machine that essentially shaped it for them. And so now they're pulling it over. Putting the lasting tacks in. They're just gluing it on. Okay. We're gonna find out. Okay, and and then they sand off all the extra leather so that it's flat. Was that wait? Is that the shoe itself? I guess the shoe has a light toe. It's like black, and then the toe is like a white. This is the stiffener. So they've taken the shoe off the last. Wait. I'm so confused. This is the part that I'm confused about. So this is the last, right? Or is it the last and then they also put the board over it and now they're... Do they take they must take the nails out. Because the nails are still in. Oh, they're taking the nails off. Yeah, they do take the nails out. Okay. Okay, I understand. Oh, but they do nail stuff. They do nail stuff. There is permanent nails in the part of this problem. The last is literally it's not part of the final shoe. The last is literally like the replacement for your foot. The last is literally a mold that is the shape of a human foot, and then they use that to shape the leather around, because the leather you can like stretch it over the mold, over the last, and then the leather will keep its shape if you cure it, if you heat cure it. Here's where I get confused. Those lasting tacks are different than these tacks that they're putting in, which I assume are going to be final. But are they just really short? How do they not stab the person in the foot? This is where I get really confused. By the way, first thing that will always fall off a shoe, off of a heeled shoe, this little thing. This is the first thing that will always fall off every single time. Okay, I didn't really get an answer to my question. Where are the end of those nails going? Are they just really short? I'm looking at my shoe. The shoe that I already own. So additionally, I kind of skipped over this. I meant to talk about this, but I kind of skipped over it. So they pulled that, it's shaped. And he also was applying glue as he Maybe the nails are just to hold it in place. Yeah, so, I mean, well, these, the lasting tacks are exactly how you said, Shiny. Why did I think your name was Sylvia? I think it's the Shiny plus the Olivia. So, there's 2 sets of nails. The first one, it seems like what they do is they put glue down and then they shape the shoe over and they nail it in place temporarily. Then, so these are like the temporary ones, the lasting tacks. Then they also have these nails which stay in the shoe. And they don't show us them. I wish they would show us them so I could see how long they are. Oh wait, they kind of did there for a second. Does he go with... I'll be honest, it's taking every bit of the restraint that I have to not tear apart the shoes that I own to look inside them. How would I even start? I honestly would never wear these shoes, so it's not really a big loss, honestly. Yeah, it's definitely a stiffener in the toe. I still have no idea whether these tacks... I mean, I'm assuming they stay in the shoe. But how? Why? How? Maybe... Okay, let's look up a different one. Ooh! Okay, let's try this. Let's try this video. This is very, 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 very much something that I would need to make for cosplay. She's just talking about the pattern. Oh my god, DSW, I do not need an ad from you. If this all goes well, I'll never have to shop at DSW again. Oh my god, shit. Special K. Is this just patterning? This whole video is just patterning. Yeah, I mean, I do know that some shoes do have nails in them. I have one of my pairs of shoes, I can't wear it anymore because the nail is stabbing me. Oh, this is I Can Make Shoes. This is the brand I was talking about. Okay, so they're just gonna tell me, they're not gonna tell me. Images. I did see, I mean, here I did see that they were also lasting the lining, so maybe that video we saw was them just lasting the separate parts, but I don't think that's the case. How does she last this? Oh, she doesn't. She just glues it straight on. She doesn't actually nail it, right? Because my problem with the I Can Make Shoes stuff is they don't nail it to the last. Yeah, they just pull it on. I mean, to be fair, if the leather you're using is pliable enough, I guess there's no reason you couldn't do that. And it does seem like in the video we watched of the man making the shoes a second ago, like that is, he was holding it with glue. Like the nails weren't technically necessary. They were just temporary. Because ultimately my issue with I Can Make Shoes is that, like, the brand I Can Make Shoes, is that I'm worried that their techniques aren't durable. But maybe they are. Maybe I just don't know what I'm talking. I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about. They are, this is literally the exact, I don't know what it's called, shank? This is the exact shank that the guy was using in the other video that we just watched. Has the exact same branding on it. She's making sure to make it nice and flat. Now, she's not going to sand it down. I have the ability to sand mine down. There's no reason I can't do that. Maybe it's the wrong kind of leather to do that, though. She's gluing everything down. Very thin leather that she's using. Maybe that's also part of the issue, is that the leather she's using is so thin that she doesn't really need to do any last tacking and stuff like that. Or sanding. Whereas oh, she's just cutting it. Interesting. Very interesting. I mean, I guess you could, yeah. Oh, yeah, but, oh, ooh. That's old-fashioned. Sure. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay. How to last an upper. I don't care. Who would ever, by the way, there's no way that this square pillow is helpful to anyone. You'd have to have such broad shoulders for a square pillow to help you. So I assume she just does the same thing, right? Oh, she glues it to the lining. Sure. And then, so this blue part right here, that's the stiffener that'll keep the heel of the, or the toe of the boot. Nice shape. And by the way, this metal part here, that's called a shank, and that will hold the heel shape. It like gives support to the you know, the middle of the foot. Now, what I don't understand is all the parts of the sole. Shoe sole construction. Parts, I guess. Because there's insole, outsole, sole. Shank. There's so many parts. And of course, not every shoe, I'm assuming, has every part either. This is unhelpful. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is exactly what I was looking for. Okay. 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 So, by the way, you'll usually have a stiffener at the heel, I think. Like around the heel to keep the heel shut. And you'll have a stiffener at the toe. But of course in a sneaker like this, the stiffener is literally the leather. Midsole. So heel wedge. You need nails to attach the sole. But do the nails go all the way through? Or are they just really short nails? That's the part I don't understand. So there's the insole, which I think goes inside the shoe. Like you put that in last, it goes inside the shoe. I have no idea. Heel counter support. So that's just part of the support. Then there's the heel wedge. Not all shoes I'm sure have that. The midsole. And the outsole. What I'm assuming how shoemaking works is you actually glue. I think the nails push downwards from the inside of the shoe, but that's not what the video we saw was doing. The video we saw I don't know where it went. Where's my history? It's actually a dangerous game. Here, this video we watched, the nails he's putting in are from the outs. This is a different, totally different video. I thought this was exactly the same video. It's a totally different video. Here's the shoe. Video. I called the video a shoe. This part right here. These nails are coming from the bottom of the shoe up. So what I was, well, okay. There are two different kinds of nails. The last nails are the things that you use to hold it to the last. But these nails that we're looking at seem to be part of the final shoe. And I'm trying to figure out how that works. So I think how shoes are made is you are actually gluing everything to the midsole. And the outsole is glued on at the very end. So that's the part that's actually touching the ground. The outsole and the insole are glued on at the very end. So the outsole, you basically have a whole shoe, and then you put the outsole on, and then the insole is glued on the inside, I think. Making steps. Oh my god. So this is the part I'm curious about. The welt. Okay, and then there's welts, which we haven't even talked about. The welt is like a separate piece that for a lot of like men's shoes, like for instance, like Timberlands have welts. It's a firm strip of leather that goes around the bottom seam of the shoe. On Goodyear welted shoes, the welt does not completely encircle the insole as part of the... Do you start with the insole? Maybe you actually do start with the insole and everything is glued to the insole. Since the surface of the insole lies lower than the rubber ridge and the welt encircling the shoe, a shank is incorporated between the heel and the front of the shoe to serve as reinforcement. At this stage, the inner surface of the shoe is still uneven and pocketed with indentations. A so-called filler layer is introduced to correct this. In one of the videos we watched, that was a piece of cork, I think in the women's boot video. This layer is composed of flexible and movable materials. Usually cork is used. Aren't I a genius? The filler layer creates a smooth and even surface upon which the insole is mounted. Adhesive is applied to the welt's narrow surface and insole is then glued to the... So you have the last, you put the insole on, you glue the upper to the insole, then you put the filler, the shank, and then the filler, then you put the midsole, then you put the you just glue the midsole onto that? Or is the midsole all the stuff that we just talked about? Is this only a sneaker thing? Oh, this might just only be a sneaker thing. Shoe components. This is all about running shoes. Okay, maybe midsoles are just a sneaker thing. The anatomy of a shoe. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, it starts from the very basic. Shoes are footwear designed to completely cover the foot. Thank you. This is the kind of basics we want. Okay, but uppers and shafts are two different things, so I've already been thrown off track. This is already incorrect. Vamp. These are definitely sneaker specific things. There's a WikiHow for making shoes. I think the problem is I don't trust a WikiHow. You know what I mean? WikiHows are very, very specific to like fandom or media. But a WikiHow for making shoes, I don't know if such a thing exists. Here we go. Soul. Optional layer. Okay. I was right. It's optional. It's not always there. Heel. Waist. Welt. Yep. Okay, I think I have at very least I have absorbed all of the vocabulary needed in my brain. So that's a really, really good start. Now that said, we have not gone over all of the tools. Not all of the tools, because in the middle of this, and the thing that always throws all the wrenches into me learning about shoemaking, is that in the middle of this, 99% of shoes are made, well, 90% of these like handmade shoes are made of leather. So leather making is its own thing. It's like its totally own other intense thing. We're learning how to make shoes because I want to learn to make shoes. I've always wanted to learn to make shoes. Always. It's, you know, I can style a wig. I can sew an entire costume. I can do makeup. I can make props. I can make cosplay props. But I do not know how to make shoes, and shoes are expensive. I mean, not that making my own shoes would be any less expensive, mind you, but I just really want to learn to make shoes. And also doesn't it look neato? Like, doesn't that sound like an appealing hobby to you? I'm excited about learning about this hobby. If you don't know me, I am a maker. Actually, one of these times we're gonna do a whole video about maker spaces, actually really soon, probably. But maker, the maker movement, a person who makes things, a person who is passionate about the process of making things. They're a creative. It usually involves tech or woodworking. I mean, technically a maker is like any person who makes anything. Programming is a maker activity. Art is a maker activity. Oh, that's just like whatever. It's just like a person who like enjoys the process of creation, is passionate about creating things. And usually, if a person's calling themselves a maker, it's because they like to learn a lot of different disciplines. Make expensive shoes, sell at a higher price, monopolize the market. I don't think that selling expensive shoes will monopolize any market. Most shoes are expensive already. I could definitely make some money selling cosplay shoes, though, if they were good enough shoes. But the problem is that the process of shoemaking is not something I'm so passionate about that I would, you know, make it my job. And I don't think it's a very lucrative field anyways, because people are so used to paying such cheap prices for like pleasers and stuff, which we went over at the beginning. I think I still have the tab up, actually. These are what people, this is the options for cosplay shoery right now. And they're honestly fine. Like, they look good. I love pleasers. The problem is that they are not good shoes. They aren't comfortable to wear. So that's the issue. Yeah, we're gonna do a stream about makerspaces soon. I don't know when that'll be though. Maybe in a few weeks. Okay, I think I have all of the, so yeah, so let's go back to the subreddit. Now that I have all the Well, except I still don't know where those nails went. And it's gonna bother me. Yes! Yes! Do I want to see how high heel shoes are made? Yes, I do! They have development, cutting, stitching, and lasting all together in one small space. Okay. So we've got the last. Very well used last. Okay, these, I don't like that these images are like on a different. Okay, then they just cut them out. They stitch them together. They use those fancy shoe machines that we showed earlier, that we saw earlier. Lasting line. Just a few steps away from the stitching line, you'll find the lasting line. A single assembly line can complete 250 pairs a day. Now I wonder if they're actually nailing or if they just glue. Looks like they're just gluing to me. Yeah, looks like he's just grabbing the glue. He's got a little thing of glue here and he's just gluing him down. So he doesn't even. So in this factory, they don't even use lasting tacks. To be honest, I think that the material you use to make women's shoes is so thin anyways that it's not really necessary. Oh no, I'm seeing lasting pliers. I'm seeing pliers here. Wait. No, yeah, they're nailing it in. They're nailing it in. I just didn't scroll down far enough. Wait. Wait. I see glue. Hate. Ugh. Oh, and so, okay, I was wondering what this hole was in the middle, but that's for the heel. For them to like, screw the heel in. There are the heels. Okay, that was not super helpful. Online shoe school. I need to sneeze so badly, but my won't come out. It does bother me that so many things I'm finding are like, how to design shoes. I'm like, that is not my problem. Designing the shoe is not my problem. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, here it is. Download the shoe last for 3D printing. Yawn. How long has this stream been going? An hour? Okay. We're almost done. We're almost done. We're almost done. Let's go back to the subreddit. Let's go back to the subreddit. Okay. Shoemaker tool set for beginners. Let's see if we can go through all these tools and know what they do, right? I don't necessarily need to know what they're called. I just need to know what they do. So, this is a hammer. Clearly. I mean, to be honest, I don't fully understand. Well, this must be a special. Okay, we're off to a bad start. We're definitely off to a bad start. I don't know what these two things do at all. This hammer is obviously for hammering nails in. These are pliers for pulling. This is a knife for cutting off the extra leather. This is a file for filing down the extra leather. No idea what this thing is. This is also for cutting away the extra leather. All of these things right here are, well, this is, so all of these things here are for, they're all awls for, doing the holes and the stitching the leather. I think this is also for cutting a hole in the leather. I think this actually cuts the hole. This is, I think this is also like a knife. What the heck is this? I'm assuming this buffs the leather out. This probably pulls out the, I'm not sure. Let's see if this post that I just clicked on actually says what they are. They have an Etsy shop. About 2 years ago, we started with shoemaking. Oh yes, okay, here we go. Shoemaker knife, leather strap with applicated polishing compound. Hammer, heel iron, heel iron. Which of these things is a heel iron? Edge iron. I'm assuming that's what these two things are. Heel iron and an edge iron. Hand leather for stitching. Yeah, different awls, awl holders. Yeah, so these are awls and awl holders. Tasks lifter. Fudge wheel. And lasting pliers, rasp. I've heard that, but I don't know what it is. Okay, let's go on this Etsy page and see what they got. These tools are expensive. I could definitely get them cheaper. Wooden pegs for shoemaking? Fix the outsole. Okay. I think that's the thing that they did before, so let's look up fixing the outsole. Shoemaking, fixing the outsole. This is just literally about fixing shoes. Very unhelpful. Extremely unhelpful. Okay. The he means like a fix something to glue them together, you know? Nail them while the leather is still damp. Wow. Okay, fixing the outsole. So that's what, okay. A lot of lasts. Here's that shoemaker set that we saw before. Yeah, the problem is his description is not in order of the things that are appearing on screen, so I don't know what any of it is. Okay, so not super helpful. Okay, we're back to the subreddit, so... Night! First prototype shoe, yeah, we already saw that. Closed channel, which method to use? Helpful. Shoemaking guides. Here we go. Purchasing and making shoe lasts. Pattern making. Attaching upward to last using a Goodyear welt. Finishing. What does that entail? I'm gonna close all these. So this is like leather finishing. Yeah, making a glass tool? What does that mean? What? Oh, that's pretty smart. He uses a broken piece of glass to get in between the sole and the upper to clean it up. I think. Anyways, not helpful. Making shoemaker's thread. What? Oh, like literally the thread. Shoemaking school. Outsole stitching, making thread and welting, creating a hold fast. What is a hold fast? Making, I didn't even consider that I could make my own heels. Have I seen the anime drama film The Garden of Words, loosely about an aspiring shoemaker, has some impressive scenes about making a pair of shoes? Is that you know what? I think I know exactly what you're talking about, and I never actually saw it. It's pretty short, right? 1 second. Yeah, it's the... it's a Makoto Shinkai film. And isn't it like not a full film? It's only like... It's really short? Am I totally wrong about that? Yeah, it's 46 minutes long. Okay. I need to watch it. I always intended on watching it. I just totally forgot. I'll watch it tonight. Especially because I'm on this shoemaking kick. It's got shoemakers in it. Sure, I'll watch it. Honestly, I'll watch any anime about anyone making anything. I really love anime and manga about people making things. I love anime and manga about manga authors. I love Shirobako. I love anime and manga about voice actors. I just love it. Decent insole leather. Where do you get it from? Pattern or last measurement problem? That's a last that's a last that's made for it. Okay. I'm gonna try to diagnose this without knowing anything, right? This person used a last that is supposed to be made with a heel, and they didn't have a heel on it. Lack of heel in the shoes! This is what I get for being a master seamstress for like 10 years. Yes! Sorry, I feel so proud of myself. I've made I closed the tab that had the progress we've made on it. Okay, it's fine. A fabric question. Leather cutting question. New to making shoes. I'm not sure if this is the right community to post in. I want to make a pair of shoes. Well, you've come to the right place. I'm kind of getting started in cordwaining myself, and I'm using a lot of YouTube videos by folks like Trenton and Heath and Rose Anvil. Ooh, Rose Anvil. Yeah, I watched a lot of Rose Anvil. He like takes apart shoes and judges their construction. But not exactly the... I mean, I guess maybe I should watch Rose Anvil again now that I'm interested in making shoes, but I'm... Ooh. Huh. Interesting. No, I don't need an ad. Hell yeah, buck. Oh, he used staples into his last. Interesting. Very interesting. And there's his stiffener. It's gonna stiffen the toe. Which is, it's basically a thermoplastic like Warbler or anything else like that. Which I'm very, very familiar with. I actually have a lot of it. So maybe I don't even need to buy stiffener. Maybe I can just use Warbler. I bet I can, TBH. It might have too low of a melting temperature though. Yeah, it probably does. Should probably just buy a stiffener. Yeah. Okay. Let's go through this subreddit a little bit more. And then I'm gonna come to a conclusion about what my next steps are gonna be. But I'm actually kind of leaning towards using I Can Make Shoes as a start. I don't think I'm going to buy their course, because I don't think I need their course. But, and I'm not going to buy lasts. I'm definitely still going to make my own lasts, because, yeah, why wouldn't I? The person said that they can even last a couple shoes. I'm like, honestly, that's better than I thought they'd be. I thought it would split immediately, but maybe if you're using small enough tacks, it's fine. But honestly, it doesn't even seem like I need to use tacks, so should be fine. Whoa, that's a cool shoe. I think it's kind of ugly, but it's cool. I'm going to be 3D printing a model, yeah. Here we go. This person's in the exact same spot that I'm at. This person really doesn't want people to make their own lasts. I'm gonna go ahead and disagree with them. Because mostly, like I said, I'm not even gonna be nailing them, so what does it matter? "3D printed waist clamp." Ooh. That's cool. Shoemaking. Their username is Goodyear Welt. That's funny. Well, apparently they haven't added to this series in 2 years. So, additionally, there's a thing called a folding last, which I'm assuming the whole point of the fold is it allows you to get it out of the shoe better, which totally makes sense to me. And actually, the STL file that I found was for a folding last. Here's the patterning. I'm not concerned with the patterning at all. That's the part I am least concerned about. Interesting. What's going on here? Oh, there's the glass part. Okay, we saw this in the kit. What is it? The welt is a strip of leather that holds the whole shoe together and allows shoes to be resolable. You make a stitch to the upper and the hold fast, and the second one around the outside of the welt. Before you make the welt, you have to make the thread. The tube should be snug fit around your thumb, and the arm protector. Arm protector? Whoa. Come on. Whoa, video pictures. I still don't see where that thing came into play. That arm protector. Oh, there it is. Oh. Oh, okay, so you wrap, okay, so that thing that was in the kit was the thing you wrap around your hand to protect your hand. Okay, with this is the needle that you use, by the way. We haven't talked about this, but when you're sewing the leather, there's this special needle you use, and it's long. It's not even really a needle. I don't think it's even sharp, but because you already have the holes in the leather, so it doesn't need to be sharp. And it's really long and curved, and it's like made of steel, and you thread it at the bottom, and you kind of like loop it through the leather. Anyways, but it allows you to go through a flat surface like this because it's curved. And that's the stiffener. Okay, I think we're done. So I have come to a decision. Honestly, things do get kind of complicated. So when you're even just like, okay, I have the information I need to start in my head, locked away in my head. But then now even just trying to figure out like, okay, where the heck do I get this stuff? I'm sure that there's a best and cheapest place to get every single specific tool, every single specific material I'm gonna use. But honestly, it sounds so much cheaper to just buy from this place. Now that said, I'm not gonna be buying a last from them, and I'm not going to be buying leather from them because the look of their leather looks not like what I want, looks too thin. And actually, I'm not even going to be buying glue from them. They use this Klebfest glue. I'm going to be using Barge. Barge is contact cement. It's like the contact cement. And what contact cement is it's glue that works better the more pressure there is between the two objects. And so I've used a lot of contact cement in my life. I think that they just happen to use this brand because that's what's common in the UK or whatever. But Barge is the glue, the shoe glue. If you ever need to repair your shoes, you use Barge, by the way. You can repair your own shoes with Barge. Just note to self. But it's out of stock, so maybe I will just use this as a starting point and buy the pieces myself. Because obviously it's out of stock. And honestly, like a box cutter, like, okay, I have a box cutter. I don't need a box cutter. And you can get that anywhere. This is a special thing. This leather cutter is a pretty special thing. This is special. This must be the iron. What is it? Roll of quality masking tape. Stupid. Shoemaker's scissors. Wait, is this not glue? I thought this was glue. Is this not glue? It's like in German, so I can't read it. Maybe this is the glue. I thought this was glue. Oh, it is glue. Okay. I don't know what I'm thinking about. Okay, they comes with two kinds of glue. Oh. Do I need to worry about two different kinds of glue? I thought you just use Barge. Maybe Barge isn't good for leather. Maybe Barge is just good for the sole. I could see that. Anyways, a folding hammer. That must be the folding hammer. What the hell is a folding hammer? I don't need a hammer that folds. Thank you. Oh, here we go. It's a whole series on tools. Oh, my headphones turned off. Oh, my speaker's not working in OBS. Okay, whatever, I'll just tell you what he's saying. I'll watch it at 2x speed. Oh god, he's so loud. Oh, I thought that wait. This is stupid. Wait, why do you need a special tool for this? Just use a hammer. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Just use a hammer. Comments are turned off. I wanted to see what people had to say about it. That is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Okay, I don't need a folding hammer. Okay, so, well, I'm gonna start writing down all the stuff I do need, because clearly there's more stuff here that I don't need than stuff that I do need. I have masking tape. I have a silver pen for marking. I have sandpaper. I have a tape measure. I have scissors. I don't know what they mean by shoemaking scissors. They just seem like sturdy scissors to me, honestly. An awl. I don't have an awl. I'll have to get an awl. They're very cheap. I can get them literally at any store ever. A folding hammer. Definitely don't need that. Craft knife. That's just a box cutter. Safety beveler and 5 blades. That I don't have. I think that's this thing. Yeah, that I don't have. A leather beveler. There's a place near me that sells leather, so I'm pretty confident I'll be able to get both an awl and a safety beveler there. And then glue, so I guess, yeah, a couple of different kinds of glue. A spatula for glue application. I'm sure I could get that at any Michael's ever. It's just a little spatula. Piece of crepe rubber for removing excess glue. Stupid, don't need that. A toolkit menu outlining each tool does. Well, ultimately, all I need from this entire beginner's kit is an awl and a leather beveler. And glue. I mean barge. I'll put barge on the list. On the list. On the list. I'll put contact cement on the list. No, actually, what is the? I mean, let's look at what these kinds of glues are. Are they both contact cements? I bet one of them, so this is the contact cement. I bet the other one is specifically a leather glue. So I'll have to get leather glue as well, I think. It's also just a contact cement. They're giving you 2 different kinds of contact cement. Yep. So yeah, this is yeah, weird. Just seems like it's a contact cement, high power cement. Versus barge. Here, top 10 best glue for leather. E6000, interesting. This is not a helpful list. It's not about shoemaking. Shoemaking glues. Okay, well this person uses the suggested Aqualim 315. Interesting. Oh, it's a PVA glue? So this isn't even a contact cement. Oh. Ooh, I'm learning I've learned more from this paragraph than I have from 10 videos that we've watched. Just talking about that they use glue and anyways. Huh. Oh, it is, so it is a contact cement. Oh. Oh. Okay. So okay, I understand perfectly now. The reason that I can make shoes sort of gives you the glue that it does is because contact cement is really toxic. By the way, yeah, contact cement is really toxic. So if you're gonna use it, be outside, please, for the love of God, and maybe wear a mask. I know firsthand, I have definitely poisoned my brain with contact cement, 100%. 100%, I have lost a lot of brain cells with contact cement because I've used it inside many a time. I need to stop doing that because apparently, well, I mean, to be fair, this person is using it as their job rather than the couple of times that I've used it. It's not extremely toxic, but I mean, it is definitely noxious. If you're gonna be in it around it for more than 10 or 20 minutes, I definitely would not recommend. Like, you gotta have filtering, you know, an open window. So it's just contact cement. So the answer is yeah, I just use contact cement. The only reason that they're giving you those ones is because they're less toxic, but like, I don't care. I'll be doing this in my garage, it'll be fine. Okay, so what I need to buy? All leather reveler barge. I have a contact cement, but I actually hate it a lot. I hate the contact cement that I have. It sucks. I'm gonna go to my local leather place and get barge, which I know that they sell, and that will be a hell of a lot easier. By the way, you also use contact cement in a lot of props, cosplay props, specifically when you're using, when you're making things with, oh, we could do a whole nother stream about cosplay props. Prop production, especially using foam, EVA foam. It's basically the stuff they make yoga mats out of, but it's you take this EVA foam and you can make props out of it because it's just like a really thick, lightweight foam. And then you use contact cement to glue the pieces together because they're like, you see all these white lines, that's actually different pieces, so. Anyways, thank you all for coming to help me. I also have to make the last, but I already knew that. This was a wonderful stream. I actually learned so much. Thank you all for joining me. I'm so happy. We've accomplished what we set out to do. Let's finish this on a thing that's actually related to shoes. Here we go. Nice shoemaking image. I hope y'all learned a little bit of something today. If you guys have a topic that you would be interested in, like, deep diving with me, please suggest at me on Twitter, because I'm honestly down to, if it's something I already know about, then I would love to talk about it, and if it's something I would like to learn about, then I would love to learn about it. So if you guys have something, you know, interesting, you know, creative that you're interested in learning about, please at me on Twitter or comment on this video. Actually, you know what? Don't at me on Twitter. Comment on this video. Comment on this video of a topic you'd like to see me talk about next. Otherwise, probably the next thing we're going to talk about, unless some other brainworm infects my brain, we're probably going to talk about makerspaces. And actually, you know, I want to do a whole stream where we design my perfect makerspace. I'm going to do a stream with that concept in a couple weeks. So that's exciting. I think that'll be a lot of fun. So thank you all for coming. I hope you have a wonderful week. It's only Monday or Tuesday. You know, we got the rest of the week ahead of us, but I believe in y'all. So yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow on Twitch for Ring Fit Adventure. Yes, I will see you there. It's gonna be quite the workout. I haven't worked out in like a week and a half, so yep. I'll see y'all later. Goodbye.